Hi, I'm Matt Dolman from Dolman Gipe. I'm here with Stan Gipe today, board certified civil trial attorney recognized by the Florida Bar. We're going to discuss what you must be aware of before talking to your insurance adjuster about a car accident.
Okay, the first thing that if someone needs to be aware of before speaking to any insurance company or adjusters, what role does that company have in the claim or that person have in the claim? Are they on my side or are they on the other person's side?
Some of the example we were just discussing off camera regarding if there's uninsured motorists available in a car accident, how that adjuster is no longer possibly on your side.
Well, and that's how it starts. Generally, the train of thought is that, well, if an adjuster's from my insurance company, he's fighting against the other party for me, so he should be on my side.
One would think.
One would think, and probably 65% of the time that's true. Okay, when you're making claims for property damage, stuff like that, your insurance adjuster's on your side, because in that situation, if you're at fault, your insurance adjuster's writing a check to the other person. So insurance companies' interests always align with saving themselves money. Whatever the cheapest route is, that's what the insurance company.
In that case, it's symbiotic with your goal.
Yeah, so they're on your side. They don't want to pay the other. They want to defend you, say you're not at fault. You're on the same side there. When it comes to uninsured motorist coverage, the more injured you are, the more at fault someone else is, the more that company has to pay, and that's your own insurance company.
And to catch the listener up with what that means is uninsured is if the other party has no insurance, and it's also called underinsured if the other party's insurance, let's say it's only $10,000 for the at-fault party, but the injuries amount to maybe $100,000 worth of value. Obviously, their insurance is disproportionate in value to what the injuries truly are. It's not commensurate.
Right, and then there's two. So at that point in time, your own insurance company has two sides to the claim. One side where they're defending you and they have to write checks to the other insurance company. One side where they're actually writing checks to you.
Correct.
Okay, you've got an obligation pursuant to your contract to give a statement to your insurance company. But how that statement's used depends on which adjuster's getting access to it.
Well, you always have to give a statement. Let's start with that.
Yeah, it's part of your contract. When you sign up for insurance, there are certain things you agree to do. You agree, one, I'm going to write you a check each month. Hey, my insurance company, I'm paying you a premium.
You have a duty to cooperate.
Yeah. And in exchange, your insurance company is getting you off the hook and paying someone if you injure them or damage their property. That's the basic agreement. Part of that agreement is covered by a contract. Part of it's covered by statutory law. But when you sign that contract with your insurance company, you're agreeing to give a statement. It's part of the contract you write.
Yeah.
Okay, when someone hits you, the other insurance company, that's not a contract. So we don't give them a statement voluntarily, usually, except under extraordinary circumstances, because there's no obligation to.
Correct.
But even when there's an obligation to give a statement to your own insurance company, what you say and how you phrase things may need to be differently depending on which side of your insurance company you're talking to.
And a question I know that I think insurance adjusters hate hearing is, do I need an attorney before I give a statement?
That's going to be the number one question they always hate. And what you'll find is that as much as insurance companies try to present themselves as doing the right thing, present themselves as helping people out, doing all this, that's really more of a farce than anything else, Matt. As you know as well as I do, as soon as you get an attorney, a different adjuster has to get involved. A different person is involved in the claim because they know now this person, this claimant, has representation that knows how to get them full compensation. So it shifts from hey, let me be as friendly to this person as I can and see if I can take advantage of their naivety. That's what happens.
Because their goal is to secure a release.
Right.
And then the claim.
Yeah, and as soon as they get an attorney, they know that you've got a sophisticated person representing your rights, and it's not about how nice you can be, it's about full compensation.
Sure.
The adjuster shifts and the tone of the claim shifts. But what inevitably hurts us is a lot of times, by the time we get involved, this person's already given a statement to the insurance company and said some things that they may not have realized all the moving parts.
Happens all the time. We wish we could walk them backwards.
Yeah, because I will tell you, okay, number one thing I get, hey, how are you doing today? Fine, fine, good, thank you. Okay, well, that doesn't come out as fine, fine, good, thank you. In the adjuster's notes about that conversation, patient's feeling no pain today. They're feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant to say. But suddenly you give a statement to the insurance company that you're fine that day when really we're trying to say, oh, this person's awful. They got neck pain. They got back pain. They've got ongoing symptoms from the accident. But that's not on the top of your mind when you're speaking to the adjuster. But the adjuster gets it to come out of their mouth and says, oh, a person is feeling fine today.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just some of the little nuances of the conversations that you don't pick up unless you've been there before. Another innocent question. Do I have permission to share this statement with other adjusters at my insurance company?
Oh, we hear that all the time.
Yeah. Well, as we said, if there's no uninsured motorist coverage, then it's generally okay to share because every adjuster at that insurance company is going to be on your side.
Mm-hmm.
If there's uninsured motorist coverage, you generally don't want to share because that uninsured motorist adjuster has to pay out pay out money for your injuries, so they're trying to minimize your claim. And you don't want to share the statement with them if you don't have to because there's different aspects of the statement that are relevant for different parts of the claim.
And I would add on to that another question adjusters hate hearing is, can I be hurt by giving a statement? Because that goes hand in hand with, obviously, they're not on your side.
Right, and it's the same thing as, okay, if a police officer is investigating a claim, if they've got you as a suspect and you ask that officer, hey, is it a bad idea for me to give a statement? Well, okay, do you really think that officer is going to tell you no, it's not a good idea? Unless you ask very specific questions, they're not going to tell you how this could go wrong for you.
Which in many ways it will go wrong.
But understand, okay, adjusters' jobs have nothing to do with people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Adjusters' jobs have to do with numbers. Adjusters are graded on numbers. They are more successful by paying the least amount they can on a claim.
Which is known in the insurance industry as the loss ratio.
Yes, exactly.
Keeping the loss ratio down, and many insurance carriers will lead to yearly bonuses.
Oh, absolutely. So their job is to minimize this, and they're very effective at doing it, smoothing, sort of getting people's defenses and guards down, and while they're being friendly, noting all these facts that are going to later be used to devalue a claim.
Correct.
And then what happens, we get involved and someone says, oh, I had no idea that could be used against me. I had no idea that kind of statement could hurt my claim.
Correct. Well, that concludes this video. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you have any further questions, feel free to call us anytime, 727-451-6900, 833-55-CRASH, or email me anytime, matt@dolmanlaw.com. That's D like in David, OLMANLAW.com. Thank you and have a blessed day.